Today I'm going over the Thule MT2 to 3/4 weldon arbor and showing what you can expect from it. You will find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. I'm using a screencast for this walkthrough because I can't record proper shots of the tool at the moment, so I'll focus on the details that matter when you decide if this arbor fits your setup. The first thing most people check is how well the arbor sits in an MT2 spindle. The fit on this model is decent.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
It seats without drama as long as the caper on your drill press or mill is clean. There's no fancy finish here, just a plain machined body that does the job. And if your machine already has a bit of play in the quill, you'll feel that because the arbor won't hide it. The machining is fair for the price, not museum grade, but clean enough to handle annular cutters without wobble when tightened right. The 3/4 weldon end is simple. The flats are cut straight and hold most common cutters fine. The set screws grip well, but the threads feel a little rough when you first turn them. After a bit of use, they break in. It's not the smoothest action, but it stays tight during cutting, and that matters more than how it feels out of the box. One thing I'd keep in mind is lubrication. A dry weldon socket always feels worse and can make you think the arbor is out of spec. A bit of cutting oil makes locking the cutter easier and reduces the small scraping sound you might hear at first. Once everything is oiled and seated, the arbor runs stable enough for typical workshop drilling tasks. When it comes to actual use, the Thule arbor handles mild steel and stainless cuts if your machine has the torque. Annular cutters need steady feed, and this arbor doesn't introduce any strange vibration by itself. If your drill press is underpowered, you'll notice it struggling, but that's the machine, not the arbor. Chip flow depends more on the cutter than the adapter, but the arbor keeps things aligned well enough that chips don't jam often. What some users might find annoying is the lack of extra polish or refinement. There's no protective coating, and the edges on the collar feel squared off. Not sharp, but not smoothed either. This doesn't change how it works, just how it feels in your hand. The weight is solid and gives the impression of a straightforward tool made for basic metalwork instead of premium machining. The arbor's biggest strength is compatibility. If you have MT2 equipment and want to run standard 3/4 weldon cutters without upgrading your machine, this thing bridges the gap. It works with many cutter brands, so you aren't locked into one line. And since the design is simple, there isn't much to go wrong. But if you expect high-end tolerances or perfect finish, this model falls short of that. Overall, the Thule MT2 to 3/4 weldon arbor is a practical adapter that does what it's meant to do. Nothing more, nothing less. It's enough for hobby workshops, light fabrication, and anyone who needs an affordable way to run annular cutters on an MT2 spindle. If you rely on heavy industrial cutting, you might want something with tighter tolerances, but for general drilling, it holds up fine. If this overview helped, hit like and subscribe.